I'm extremely happy that I could give him an opportunity. I saw him first in under 16 tournament, and later on, of course, in the emerging players tournament. And over the years, he's been outstanding. I think for the young cricketers from my academy, I always tell them that he should be a role model because he's so disciplined, he's so fit, and he's so motivated all the time. I think in the overall career, in all formats of the game, is huge. Is absolutely fantastic.
So back in 2008, when Virat was fresh of the Under-19 World Cup, what gave you the confidence that he was ready for the senior team, considering that the selection came against the odds, as there were opinions who didn't want to see him play for the senior national side?
See, there's an emerging players tournament in Australia every year, and India participates in that tournament. So other nations teams, they had picked test match cricketers, but we had picked emerging players. Those who would play for India in future, according to us. So we had picked Virat Kohli because he had done extremely well for under-19 India team, and as a captain they had won the World Cup. So we thought that he is a boy that we should encourage him, and the coach was Praveen Amre. So he asked him to open the innings. So he said, of course I'll open the innings, because he wasn't an opening batsman then. And against New Zealand, we were chasing 270. He scored 100. But what impressed me was that he batted till the very end, till we won the game. And I was convinced that he is a matured young cricketer, should be groomed for Indian team. And then luckily we were touring Sri Lanka at that time, so I thought that this would be the right place to groom him. So that's how we picked him.
So at the time there were critics who felt Kohli's selection was premature. What did you see in him that others perhaps missed?
I don't know about immature, because the thing is that what we saw him, that he had a lot of potential, and given an opportunity at the right time, he would blossom into a good test cricketer. But then he did amazingly well over the years.
When he carried Tendulkar on his shoulders in 2011, did you feel like this was a passing the baton moment, as Tendulkar was ready to retire while Kohli was ready to take up the mantle?
Absolutely. I mean, there's no question about it, because they were this time to I think play that role which was left by Sachin, and he did it brilliantly over the years. I think every series, every tournament, and in all formats of the game, he was outstanding.
You saw him at his rawest. How do you reflect on Virat's finest years, like the 2014 Australia tour, the dominant 2018 series in England, and the historic BGT win in Australia in 2018-19?
Well, he always delivered in big matches, in big events, whether it's Australia, England, or now Pakistan for that matter. I mean, he was at his best all the time. So that's basically greatness of a player. The bigger the challenge, I think he would deliver.
He lost his father very early, sir, and yet we've seen how mentally strong he's been throughout. Do you think that loss has shaped him as a player?
I'm sure, because the thing is that I think he was quite young then, and then unless and until he's mentally tough, I think he wouldn't go there and play and score 100. So he was mentally very tough, and he lost his father. He went to the ground, and won the match for Delhi. So that was amazing.
So even as a youngster, Virat had this fiery edge and loved to let his bat do the talking. Did that aggression ever concern you, or did you see it as a sign of his hunger?
In hindsight, I saw it as a hunger, because why I'm saying, because sometimes I used to feel that I think he's overdoing it, that aggression on the ground, I think which was not needed all the time, but possibly it was his style of motivating himself, and that's what he did against Australia or against England, against the best team in the world.
So you said maybe sometimes you felt he was overdoing it. Did you have a chance to chat with him about him? Did you have a word with him about this ever?
Not really, because I didn't meet him all these years. Very briefly, sometimes I didn't get an opportunity to have a chat with him. But that's what I felt that time.
So Virat has become more than just a cricketer. He's a global brand now. How do you view the evolution from cricketer to cultural icon?
Well, he's a confident young man, and the way he played his game was aggressive, discipline, and dedication to the game was absolutely, it's all there to see, and he's an ideal role model for young cricketers.
Was that leadership quality always there? When you saw him for the first time, and in all those early years?
No, very difficult to say now. It was around 2006, 2007. That was too early that time. But we saw tremendous potential in him, and that's how we picked him.
What do you think has been the three biggest and defining Test cricket knocks of Virat Kohli?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I can't recollect any. But he has played some great innings against England, against Australia, against Pakistan. He was truly great.
So there were moments where he silenced the crowd. Many times we've seen Virat bat speaks, and on one such occasion Virat showed it to the world in that gesture. What do you think was going through his mind when he was answering back to his critics?
Well, his bat did the talking, I think, most of the time. In cricket, you don't have to answer the critics, but you answer them only with a bat or ball, for that matter, and by winning the matches. That's what he did all his career. This must be, I think, one of things where he lost it.
So your take on the new trend in cricketers announcing their retirement through Instagram? Back in the day it used to be through matches or in press conferences. Now it's been summed up to just the great likes of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli doing it through Instagram.
Really? I didn't know about that, to be honest with you. I don't know, to be honest with you. I have not seen Instagram. I'm not on Instagram, so I don't know.
But do you think it should have been, he deserved the farewell match?
Absolutely. Both of them. I think Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, they deserve a farewell match. Because if you say the contribution to Indian cricket is huge. And I'm sure BCCI must be planning something for both Virat and Rohit.
Sir, one factor that we saw was twin retirement, from the T20 format for Rohit and Kohli, and then again in just a matter of 5 days, once Rohit Sharma announced it, then Virat Kohli announced it. Do you see it's just a mere coincidence, or there's something that doesn't meet the eye? I
have no idea. But they, I think both of them started together and they ended together. That's what I feel. That's, I think, just a coincidence.
So if you had to sum up the Virat Kohli story in one sentence, how would you say it as the man who first saw the spark?
Well, now, after 16, 17 years of international cricket, I can say that he's an ideal role model.
Any one memory that you'd like to share of yours with Virat, on or off the field?
No, the thing is that, after 2008, 2009, after I picked him in the squad, I didn't continue as a selector. So that was it. I didn't get much chance to have a word with him, or to have a chat with him, something like that, because he was busy, I think, playing for India, I think everywhere, all over the world. So I guess I didn't get much, as I said before. But now, since he's retired, I might have a cup of tea with him.
So he was just 17 centuries short of 100 centuries and just 800 short of 10,000 runs. Has the timing come as a rude shock to fans, admirers and all those who follow cricket closely? Are you disappointed from the timing of his retirement?
No, to be honest with you, we are obsessed with statistics. The most important part of any cricketer, for that matter, all over the world, is that your impact on team's performance. And in that case, he has done exceedingly well. I think he's won many matches off his bat. And he fielded brilliantly throughout. And his impact as a player was huge for India.